Hi, this is Kevin with Naples Lawn Service, and today we're going to show you how to install no flat wheels on your John Deere Zero Turn mowers. Okay, so we're going to show you how to put no flats on your John Deere Zero Turns. This one here is a 920. I also have a 950 over there, and 930 and 915. I got all sorts of John Deeres, but I'm running all these now because you can't have downtime because of flats. But this is about a $220 tire, but it's not gonna go flat on you, so that's a good thing. This size on this is a 13 by 650 dash 6 slash 450. Here, I'll show you the size on that. But that's going to fit all your big John Deere commercial zero turns. But always check with the dealer and just confirm that. But it should fit them. But they come sealed with bearings and a wheel, a no flat tire, and that should last a long time for you. And of course, we get these because we're running around job sites, or not even a job site, but somebody gets a new roof on or whatever, and the roofers drop roofing nails all over, and you're flattening your tires all the time. So those days are over. These are for the front. We got the wheels for the back, and the wheels is another story. But that's all we run now is wheels and no flats. And the other thing about the pneumatics is when you have pneumatics, you get a lot of jumping up and down. We first bought our 915 and went around and cut the yard, and those pneumatics in the front were like launching us. Anytime you hit a bump, it's like bump, bump, bump. And so that was a downside of the pneumatics, because I didn't pick these at first because I didn't want to get upcharged and pay extra. But after a few weeks of running around with those pneumatic tires launching me up and down, I'm like, okay, enough of this. So I went to these no flats, and every now and then, after hundreds of hours worth of use, you might end up splitting one. So I'm going to show you. This is our one that we split down here. It still works, it still rolls, but it's starting to split. It's got hundreds of hours of use on it. This particular mower here has about 1,400 hours on it. And so that one finally went, and we did this one over here a few months ago. And so that's a few months worth of use, and this is like 13 hours worth, which this mower I think is a good over 5 years old, and it's been ran a lot. So sometimes they will split on you eventually. They're still going to roll, but then you can go ahead and replace them with these, or you might just want to upgrade your brand new mower right from the start. Okay, first thing you're going to do is pull up on your emergency brake and set your emergency brakes. I've got it up. Next thing you're going to do is put some chalk blocks in the back here like this. And the next thing you're going to do is jack that thing up just a little bit to get you off the concrete pad. There you go. You just jack it up just a hair. All right, the tools you're going to need are a 15/16 open end wrench like this, 15/16 socket on a 1/2-inch drive, which in this case we got this DeWalt, but you could use a 1/2-inch ratchet if you want. And of course you're going to need a jack, and you're going to need chalk blocks. So that's the tools that you're going to need. All right, next thing we're going to do is go ahead and pull this bolt out that holds this tire on. There you go. Okay, that's going to pop that nut off that bolt. Nuts underneath the tire. And we're going to pull that bolt out. All right, you just wiggle, pull, that bolt's going to come out, and you're going to pop these caps off right here. They're just going to fall right off for you. Okay, now you're going to pop your caps back on, and you're just going to roll that new wheel right in there and put that bolt through. All right, so I shoved that bolt in there. I got my end caps on. I'm going to put my nut on the other side here. And we're going to use the open end wrench and the ratchet, bolt it down. Okay, now if you put it on a little too tight, you want that thing to be able to spin. So we just took this open end wrench, we just cracked it off, backed it up like a thread off, and you want to be able to have it spin. It's going to catch itself, but you want to be able to have it a good spin like that. You see this one over here. It just gives you about a quarter or a half spin. That's about what you want. You don't want to have it super tight, so just check your spin, make sure it's going to spin about a quarter or a half like that. All right, now these bearings, they're sealed up with grease in them. Now you don't want to wait to replace this until your bearings start to go. If you notice your bearings are going, your tires wobbling, your tires out of angle, you want to replace it right away. Because if you run it around for very long with this thing wobbling or this bolt on an angle, or you can see your bearings are starting to go, it'll actually seize up this bolt, and it'll be extremely difficult to get that bolt out of there. You might even have to cut it off with a grinder. So if you're to the point where it's wobbling, it's leaning, you can see something's wrong down in there on your old one, go ahead and get it replaced. You're going to save yourself a good half hour, 45 minutes. As you can see, this is like a 5-minute job. But if that bolt seizes up on bad bearings, it's going to be like a 1-hour job. So you can do this yourself if you don't wait too long. Now this is a John Deere OEM part. It's 220 bucks. We like running OEM as much as we can. I know they make aftermarket ones that are a little bit cheaper, maybe $50 or $70 cheaper, but you might have to end up adjusting your mower because they may not be the same height on the front. Also, if you have an OEM bad one, an OEM good one, that's going to work. But if you try to do an aftermarket new one just on one side, it's going to be a different measurement. It might be off a little bit. So just keep that in mind. I like going with the OEM stuff myself. You can get those at any John Deere dealer. We deal with Everglades Equipment Group here in Naples, Florida, and they have locations all over Florida. And other than that, there's lots of John Deere dealers. If you do Amazon route, make sure it's OEM, unless you definitely don't want OEM. All right, at this point, you're going to go ahead and let your jack down and get your mower down to the ground. Okay. Come around here, take these chalk blocks out. Now, by the way, these are very heavy duty chalk blocks. I got these at Northern Tool for like 15, 20 bucks. They're really cheap, but I would recommend picking up a pair of these chalk blocks instead of using blocks of wood and logs and all this stuff. These are not that much money, and Northern Tool usually has good deals, and they usually have coupons on buying all of their stuff. So there you go. That's how you change out your tires on your John Deere Zero Turns into no flats. And hopefully you liked the video. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, we're going to have hundreds more videos coming out. This is Kevin with Naples Lawn Service.